Yahqua. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. Let me give this round of applause. Round of applause, brother. For the Hebrew Israelites. What I'm calling to talk about is we are a watchman. We are the watchmen for the Most High. And what we have to do is play close attention to what's going on. And a watchman, that's what he does. He pay close attention to what's going on. I missed last week giving a message, but this week it's amazing. I'm sitting here watching the news, watching the broadcast, watching them talk, and I see all this fulfilling in the Bible as the Bible said what happened. The Most High knows just what he's talking about. We are a lost people. We are a lost people. They mourning for the queen, and the queen destroyed us. All that's in here. Queen Isabella, all the way back. When King James, the same guy who wrote the Bible, was ruling Europe, England came over there, the Brits, and they did a hell of a number on us people. If you only just did your research and did your study and see what they did to us, you did a hell of a number. I mean, they did some cruel stuff. They did some cruel stuff. And they got a lot of our gold, artifacts. See, the reason why the people not so quick to give up stuff, because you keep calling yourself African. The Most High says the distinction between us and Egyptians. Them people don't care nothing about you, because you don't know who you are. How can I give you something that belong to you, but you coming up with a different? It's just like somebody stole Yahqua car. So I come in there, they know it's Yahqua, and I say, hey, my name is Bubba Sparks. That's my car. No, the car belongs to Yahqua. No, that's my car. No, the car belongs to Yahqua. Because you don't know who you are, they're not going to give it to you. Well, that's where it goes back to all your finances, everything you got, you're not going to get it, because guess what? They know who you are, but you do not. You cannot claim something, but they don't know who you are. You can't go get nothing, they don't know who you are. It's a sad situation. I want you to go to Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2. Go to Jeremiah 14:2. I want you to pay attention to this. This we have to learn who we are first, people. If we don't get that, we won't get nowhere. The word of the Lord that came to Jeremiah concerning the drought. Judah mourneth in the gate thereof language. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. You are Judah. You are from the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes are from the tribe of Judah. The Most High describing you what you look like. You are black unto the ground. When you dig in the ground, you get black soil. The deeper you go, the darker the soil get. You are different shades of brown, not black. Black is just trying to just get you to understand. The closest thing to get you to understand hue. If you didn't know what hue means, so they give you black. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see it. It's like a white screen over my picture, over my face. I don't know what this is. It's like they didn't want this word to get out today. I don't know. Maybe you can still see. I'm sliding over here. Maybe you can still see it, but it's a white screen in front of my computer screen. Never done it before. But guess what? I'm gonna lean to the side and continue giving this word till something come up. I guess to get rid of it. I don't want to stop the thing because I'm keep going. You are black. You are so-called black. Black is a color, but this is the only way, the word that they can use to describe who you are. This is what they call you. But you have hue in you. You are the different shades of brown. And they know that. But you do not. There's stuff going on in this world that it's happening as the Bible said it will be. If you go to Revelation, I think it's verse 21, chapter 21. The Most High said the number 666 is a man. There's no devil up under the ground. It's a man walking the earth. It's Esau. If you don't know who Esau is, you won't know who it is. But it's Esau walking amongst the earth, amongst you. They the one ruling the earth. The Lord said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Well, who has control of the earth and who is controlling everything? Martial law is coming, and we're here fighting amongst each other. So-called Negroes, so-called Negro women, so-called Negro men, we fighting amongst each other, carrying on. So we don't need a man. But when martial law comes, the women are going to be hurting. They're going to be crying. They're putting out these false stats saying that black men, so-called, are killing the black women so many every hour. But all it takes is just for one person to say something like that, and Esau putting out that propaganda, and you can see it out on Facebook. And clearly, the so-called Esau telling the black women, so-called, that they don't want to have nothing to do with them. But they're pumping that in their head, and it's a continuous cycle. You are the people of the Bible, and the Bible talks about you, letting you know who you are, what's going to happen to you, and everything. You go to Jeremiah, go to Lamentation. Folks, I hope you can still see me. But guess what? I'm going to preach this word. I'm going to get this word out because it has to go out. Because they don't want you to know who you are. But I'm here to tell you who you are because it's the only way you're going to be able to get this message. Martial law is coming. I'm going to tell you what Ron DeSantis just did. Ron DeSantis just deployed 5,000 military to a prison because they don't have enough manpower. This is a sign of martial law. This is a sign of martial law. They got an act that just passed. And no bail. People don't realize what they're doing. Esau is smart. He's wicked. Black people, so-called, brown people, so-called, all we see is that. We see no bail. But what's about to happen? See, they do everything smartly, but if you're not a watchman for the Lord won't give it to you. So you don't see it. You just think it's something like you're getting something. But remember, they will never give you anything without taking away something. Even if it look good on the surface, it's not what it is if you get down to the base of it. What is happening is that martial law works like this. When the police department cannot handle the situation, like when you see riots, they bring in martial law because the police department, they can't handle it. You see the prison system, the correctional officer can't handle it, so the Ron DeSantis send military. That bill is that what's going to happen is they want this to happen. This is what they want to do. They want you to keep in and out of prison, in and out of jail with no bail, in and out of jail with no bail. You can continue doing these crimes. So now, when you're doing all this killing and robbing and stuff in the neighborhood, now the police department going to have to say, we can't handle it. So then they're going to deploy military on your butt. Shoot you at the drop of a hat. Because this is what they're doing. They don't do nothing, people, I'm trying to tell you. They do not do anything that you think is going to help you. It's all coming forward to their plan. They plan it to make sure that you think you got something when you really don't have nothing. I know I hear these politicians, but it's amazing how you got these celebrity people. Oh, they clapping their hand, they want it, they love it. But when they take a full effect, then they're going to look back and say, this is what they were doing all the time. Martial law is coming, and guess who keep hollering? No protection. No protection. We don't need a black man. We don't need this. Our black women are going to be so vulnerable. You don't hear no other nation talking about they don't have no protection. That's why they are doing the things they're doing to our women. Now you look on, turn on any social media, you got our women fighting each other. They all in Walmart, all in stores, anywhere, movies, skate ring, fighting each other. There's really no womanhood like they say they are. They're not really together like they say they are together. They're not really. Because they hate each other. You hear a woman say, I don't have no woman friend. I don't trust these old women. They really don't have no connection like they say they do. Lamentation. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. That's what's coming. You're going to be when you're so hungry and you're starving, you start getting darker and darker. Lord tell you what's going to happen. They're already saying they don't have no food. They're already saying the water bad in Mississippi. They can't keep food on the racks in the stores. You're going to be in trouble if you don't have the Most High on your side to help you out with these different cases, what's going on. This stuff is coming down the pipe. All I ask for you to do is open up your eyes and really see what's going on. Because they are doing this to us. They are doing this to us, and it is perfectly schemed. Check this out. Lamentation 5:11. I read 5:10 when he said our skin is black upon us. Like our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. Because when you get hungry, your skin starts changing. You start getting dark. They tell you what's going to happen to you. I already told you that you are the Hebrew Israelite in the gate language. Gate means no leadership. So that means that we are going to be starving. You're going to be a bunch of people starving of starvation, dying, no food. And guess what they do? When our women keep saying that they don't have no protection, or they don't know, they ain't keep saying that. They saying they don't need a man. They don't need a black man. And you got sisters coming to town to tell them, don't be saying that. But they're not listening. Because this is what the Bible says in Lamentation 5:11. They ravish the women of Zion in the maids of the city of Judah. Princes are hanged up by their hand. The face of elders were not honorable. They took a young man to gird, and a chair fell upon the wood. They stabbed us. And the children fell upon wood. They burnt them. This is what's coming down the pipe. And nobody want to see it, but it's coming. The elders have ceased from the gate. The young men from their miscarriage. We have no leadership. We have nobody to fight for us because these women are raising feminine men. So when the military come in and take over, we will have no young men to fight. It's going to be most of the older men trying to put them off because the young men, the women that raised them made them weak. So there's no fight in them. The joy of our heart has ceased. Our dance is turned into mourning. The crown is falling from our head. Warn to us that we have sinned because we're sinning. We're going against the law, statutes, and commandments, and we are sinning. We are headed for destruction as you've never seen it before. It's going to be bloodshed, gashing of teeth, like you read in the Bible. But our women will have no protection because they keep hollering, no protection. We don't need a man. We can do this by ourselves. But it's coming. They're making movies about it. They're doing stuff about it. But we fail to see it. The queen been a queen for 70 years. You never heard her call her a king. Even in that stir the Valley of David did, they didn't call them a king. They called them warriors. But now they call them a woman king because that is to get in your mental head. Don't you think that move ain't going to mess them women up? Because they're going to think they can fight a man now. They're going to see women start bucking up at men. And the men, when the men and one of the men hit them, then they're going to realize that they're a woman. And then they're going to realize, then they're going to start trying to lock us up because it's coming. Because they're making movies like that to get in your head. So you think you're a woman king over a king. So God, Jesus Christ will be king of the Jews. So I guess you over Jesus Christ. Our women have, how I say this without getting too deep. Adam and Eve. Adam was protecting her. But she went out on her own and ate of so-called apple. But we knew it wasn't the apple that she bit. You know it wasn't a serpent that crawled on the ground. It was a full-blown man. But they was in the land, in the Garden of Eden. That's where the Africa at. It was a Canaanite. But I ain't finna get too deep into that. People know it wasn't no snake. You know you ain't eat no apple. Then she brought that same mentality to a man. And you know how that goes. She nagged that man. You got to understand what happened. She nagged and made him sin. Now both of them sin. So the woman brought destruction. When you go read Ecclesiastes, I think it's either 26 or 25. The Lord said a woman had brought sin. Now we all must die. So it's not the man, it's the woman these days, in this day and time. It was the women back then. But the churches would not teach that. They would not get to the nitty-gritty and tell you the truth of what's about to happen. What's about to happen is going to be devastating. It's a lot of people going to be hurt. You can see it happening around the world today. People don't believe you get your judgment now. Some people get their judgment right now. You ain't got to wait till you lay down on your back. Some of you getting your judgment right now. You ever heard of in season, out of season? Old folk, you said it all the time. They had more sense than we did. Because sometimes you can be getting your judgment right now. And sometimes you get your judgment when you die. And then the Most High give you your judgment, see right back here. And you living a life, another life. Giving you a chance to correct yourself. See, they teach you about reincarnation. The Bible teach regeneration. They're making snow movies about dogs. The man dying to come back as a dog. In India, they believe you come back as a snake, a tiger, or elephant. But the Most High said you come back the same person you are, a man, or either a woman. You come back, but you have no idea who you are. You remember what it said? No remembrance of former things. The earth is at the end. You see people, you see the floods. You see the it's coming back for some reason. It's leaving. I guess I don't know how it's gonna work out when I get ready to do it. But you can still see me. Even it's a move now. The screen a move. Now I'm okay, but I don't understand it. But guess what? I'm still getting this word out. I'm just here to talk to you people, tell you what's going on. It's a lot. I see it all day, every day. Because I'm a watchman for the Lord and I pay attention to what's going on around me. And I see that the Lord said, watch and pay attention to what's going on. And we have to do that. I want you to go to Hebrew 7:14. Hebrew 7:14. Hebrew 7:14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah. Most High come out of the tribe of Judah. And you come out of the tribe of Judah. Everybody's not a Jew. The northern tribe are not Jews. So-called Negro are Jews. Haiti and Benjamin, which is West India. We the real Jews. The rest of the people are not Jews. They are Hebrew Israelites. We are the Jew. They are the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. They are the tribes, the northern tribe. I just got to reading a book about the northern tribe. It's just amazing what they done to us. Go to Psalms. No, go to Job. Let me see. Job, I think it's Job. Job 9:24. Let me see. Job 9:24. Let me see what this is. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The Most High said, if he didn't cover the faces of the judges, if not, who did? If not, who did? Who went in there and painted our history, whitewashed our history? They have pyramids right here in the United States of America, bigger than the pyramid that's over there in Egypt. So how did they get here? Because when the 12 tribes was up under captivity during the time of Hosea, the king, they were so evil and wicked. So they wanted to leave. I'm paraphrasing. They just told the Most High, hey, Lord, we ready to leave here before we go worship our God, because they couldn't worship their God. They had to do worship their other king's God. So they took a 1.5 year journey and came over here. That's how Christopher Columbus said he found we was already here. They are the tribe of Israel. They are the other 10 tribes, the northern tribe, so-called Mexican and so-called Indian. They're the same people. The Mexican Indian, they're the same people. How can you be named just like they do us? They named us African American. We named after 2 continents. They named after they named after Mexico, called Mexicans. Where they come from, that's what they call them. They took our identity because guess what? They painted the faces thereof and changed it. Well, I'm reading this book and you can see the pyramids. So when they came here, they were doing their same custom, building pyramids all over Mexico, down there in Illinois. I'm just surprised there was right here. These same mountains, and they took and they destroyed them. They destroyed our faces. You can see the big head. You know the big head? You all heard of the big head? You see the thing, the big lips on it? The must. They destroyed our history. So you don't know who you are. So-called Negro, so-called Native American Indian, so-called Mexican. We don't know who we are. We the brown people that are being discriminated against on this earth as we live today. We the same one that don't come together. Because God said that because they had a great split with the northern and the southern tribe. They went one way, we went another way. But the Lord said he's going to join us back. The stick going to join back together. We're going to be as one. Because we're going to have to do some stuff to them. It's coming down the pipe. But it's sad that we live in at this time and we don't know who we are. And the church is not teaching us who we are. So we just a lost soul out here trying to figure things out. But you got people like me and my Hebrew Israelite brother trying to tell y'all all about what's happening. And this stuff is in the Bible. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it? And who is he? Most I tell you, who covered the faces? Who told you that all the prophets were white? Who told you that Jesus was white? Who told you that Moses was white? Who told you that Abraham was white? Who told you that Isaac was white? Who told you that Peter, Paul, James, Luke, who told you that they was white? They did. When all the prophets are black, so-called. And the Bible even give you the scriptures, tell you who you are. I want you to go to Acts. Go to Acts 13:1, 13:11. I think that's where the Acts. I think I'm 13. Let me see. 11. 13:1. Now there were in the churches that were Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas, Simeon, that were called Niger, Niger, which represent Niger in Latin, which means black. So they already knew who we all these people in the Bible was us. They told you that you was not that. You believe that. The Bible told us who we were. Go to Genesis. So all this stuff that happened to us is us. This is why we catch the hell. That's why they know this. Genesis 2:7. And the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground. He breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. The dust of the ground. The more you dig you deep, the darker we get. We are different shades of brown. It has nothing. We got hue. That's why we are called humans. They are not human because they have no hue, no color. Go to Job 30:30. Job 30:30. My skin is black upon me. My bones are burnt with heat. BURNT, burnt with heat, working in the field. You know how you work in the field, you get so dark. My skin is black upon me. His skin black. I'm just telling you where you said there's no color in the Bible. All throughout the Bible is color. Let you know who you are. Let you know that you are the people in the Bible. Songs of Solomon. I'm trying to get you a hint of who you are. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black, but cunningly. Cunningly means beautiful. Cunningly means beautiful. O ye daughter of Jerusalem, as the tent of Kedar, as the curtain of Solomon, jet black, jet dark, jet brown. I'm trying to tell you folks, we are all throughout this Bible, but guess what? Nobody want to let us know who we are. Lamentation 4. Lamentation 4. Seven. Her Nazarite were purer than snow. They were whiter than milk. They were more ruby in body than ruby. People don't understand that ruby means like a brown, not what you think it is. Their polish was sapphire. Their visage is blacker than coal. It's like when you see them, their vision is blacker than coal. It's like when you see them walking up the street, they're blacker than coal. God letting you know who you are. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaved to their bones. It is withered. It has become like a stick. That's that famine. The Bible trying to tell you who you are, but guess what? You don't want to see it. You don't want to understand. Even in Revelation, I'm going to go to Revelation 1. Revelation 1. Revelation 1, 14 and 15. Describing the Most High. His head and his hair were like white wool. Woolly hair. Woolly. White as snow. He had a white beard. Like an elder. His eye was a flame of fire. It's not blonde. It's not blue eyes like the one they give you on the wall. 9:24. Job 9:24. They painted the faces of the judges. They painted Most High. His feet were like unto fine brass. Everybody know what brass was like before they changed the color of the penny. It was that color originally, not this shiny fake stuff they got now. And if they burnt in the furnace, he was so dark, it was like he burnt in the furnace. And his voice was as the sound of many waters. Not these weak people you see with this so-called pastors up there, so-called white Esau up there with the most soft voices speaking. God's voice, the most high voice was like a rushing water. He had a deep voice like we got. I'm trying to tell you folks, it's coming. The signs are all on the walls. You better pray to the Most High to give you some guidance and some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I don't know else how you to get it to you, but to give you scripture to show you this what it's all about. I'm just trying to give you information. I love you. And I thank you for listening and paying attention. This word got to get out one way or another. I love you. 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 Shalom, my people.